Okay. Welcome back. Last time we left off, we finished 2.0, and 2.1 is out now. Um, we seem to have. We ended off needing to talk to Kokomi on what we were going to do next. Because it seems like we were a bit lost as to how to progress our need to meet the Shogun, and
Next on the agenda,
I
we're
don't know
way
where
behind
it's
schedule.
going now. Let's continue. And of course, there's a more things are
We're way
probably going to
behind
get
schedule.
worse considering Kokomi has been seen to be on our side, and the Shogun has specifically asked for our capture. Didn't seem like she wanted to kill us though, which was interesting. She did at first, and she did say she'd strike twice, but she sent for Sarah to collect us, so I guess we'll see what she means by that.
Aha, there you are. Good to see you. Your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going.
This guy is super shady. Like, he's supposed to be in logistics or out on the front lines, and I don't know, he wants to hang around us a lot. And I don't know, a lot of things about him are super convenient.
Are you ready? We'll start by heading to the camp on Watatsumi Island, and then we'll go meet Her Excellency together from there.
Or maybe it's just bad writing to create this many contrivances.
If you start to feel seasick at any point during the trip, let me know straight away. That said, you've spent time with the Crux fleet in the past, so I think you'll probably be fine. Ready? And away we go!
Okay. Oh, nice. Omnipresence over mortals. A fear I have with 2.1 at the moment, which I hope is alleviated
Would it gliding be
at
faster?
some point, is that, like Dragon Spine, um, I'm afraid that like the first part of the story is super long and interesting, and then it's like meager 5-minute portions that are like spaced out in huge distributions of time. I'm hoping that there's a decent amount of stuff to experience per per. Can I fit through here? Nice. I hope the story is a nice amount to leave you on a, because when with Albedo, when it ended too soon at Dragon Spine, it almost made me feel like I wasn't getting this sense of the world. It was just like it didn't feel like anything was happening. Only at the start did it feel like anything was progressing. Like there was no sense of pacing after after the beginning. We never did find out, or never did figure out a use. Oh yes, this island. Oh, I guess I should keep moving because the storm. Is this storm more attracted to me at the moment? Anyway, whole new islands. This will be good to explore later. And I guess there's the statue. You know, even though this is kind of scattered, it actually looks kind of pretty even still. Can I fit through here? Oh no. Oh, do I have to walk? Like the composition and like distribution of the land is, I think I have to walk. It's kind of nice. Oh, something new.
Let's get down to business.
Looks kind of like... Is that a snake? Where's a snake? Is it gonna attack? Was I meant to grab it? It's kind of scary. Water snakes. Catch. Oh, I can grab them. Unagi meat. Okay. So it's food, maybe? Lots of puzzles for later. Whoa. Wow, I just sort of happened upon quite the... landscape. It's interesting. Oh wow, look at the waterfalls as well. Going into. Yeah. Very pretty. It's a bit very seashell.
We're way behind schedule.
I don't know. The imagery, I mean, is in terms of the seashells, is a bit too expected. I'm not sure how to not. I don't want to sound unappreciative, but it is a bit simplistic. And it's also like the only color here.
We're way behind schedule.
Even though coral and seashells can have so many different colors.
Next on the agenda.
And shapes. If you break them in all the right spots, you can make whatever shape you want. I'm gonna go for this statue first, otherwise if I have to come back here... Oh, actually, I don't have to. There's this waypoint. Alright, that's good enough. What is that? Jellyfish? Will they hurt? No, did they just disappear because I got close? Okay. Okay.
Here we are, the training grounds for Watatsumi Island's troops. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of local soldiers from Watatsumi Island. Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are stationed here on the island to keep the locals safe.
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'd had the chance to impress the instructors, so they had me start off by helping in the logistics division.
Unfortunately, I had to join the fight before I had the chance to impress the instructors. Why does he say unfortunately? Man, this guy's so inconsistent. He wants to be... Isn't he though? Doesn't he want to be on the front lines and he complains about the logistics division? I don't know. He's constantly contradicted himself in 2.0 and now some more here.
I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, just come here. If I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as I see it, I'll come find you. Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment with Her Excellency. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time. For now, let's get ourselves over to Sangonomiya.
So,
Okay.
Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi lives? Huh. Let's go check it out.
Oh, is that all she has to say? It sounds a bit, doesn't it sound a bit weird to name your house after yourself? With a command move? And I wish the developers would fix Mona traversing the environment. Oh, that's kind of pretty actually up close. That's more like it, yeah. Still, it's sort of just wedged, clipped into the rocks, which is a bit,
We're way behind schedule.
kind of, speaking of wedged, it kind of looked like potato. Oh wait, no, wedges are the triangle ones, right? Oh, they look like crisps. Prawn flavored crisps. Okay. Also, this new cursor for Garnia is kind of annoying, actually, from the update. I say for Garnia for ADSing. I prefer the old one.
The area is closed to outsiders.
Kind of looks like an FPS now. Actually, oh,
Food supplies are the absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any losses. With the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day, we must prioritize the stability of the rear guard.
Understood. I will think of a way.
Take heart. We have a fresh batch of supplies in hand, and I'm working on expanding the army. I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of you, but things are going to get better.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this mystery supporter is, they're doing us a great service. Huh? Teppei, what are you doing back on Watatsumi Island? Might I ask who?
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who. I'm acting under orders to escort them both here.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces, skin as hard as diamond. That's you?
I'm pretty much one-shot in the abyss the whole time, but I guess it's exaggerated.
Seriously? What is going on with these rumors?
Why does he seem like he's not looking at us like he seems like he started them?
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so I won't disturb you any further. Feel free to visit me if you have any time to spare. Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about a third-party supporter? What was that about?
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying that they wish to support the Watatsumi Island resistance effort. To that end, they also furnished us with a great deal of supplies. Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need to openly confront the Shogun's army on the front line.
Yeah.
I am not without my doubts. But Watatsumi Island is hardly affluent, and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun's army. Whatever other motives they may have, we are at least aligned on this. So let's consider them an anonymous ally. Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover anything out of the ordinary, please report it to me at once.
Well, hopefully the supplies aren't poisoned or any variation of being tampered with.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the field hospital the other day, and everyone was begging for some barbecued meat.
What? Who cares? Shut up. That's a stupid question.
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements for that. Everyone will have their fill of meat. But to be clear, still no alcohol.
That's fantastic.
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all since the Vision Hunt decree was first announced.
They don't need to change, they just need to feed an army. Is everyone really worried about how tasty their food is?
I will discuss this with the Logistics Division to see what further improvements can be made. However, our supplies are still limited. I must ask you to remain patient until victory is ours. When will the Vision Hunt decree finally end?
seemingly when we killed the Shogun. I mean, that seems to be the end point. So far, it's pushing and pushing and pushing until you finally, I assume, arrive at the home of the Shogun. In which case, you want to overthrow them. Meaning, you're not gonna really imprison her, you're gonna have to kill her. So unless someone figures out a different plan, there is no real other option so far.
That's the question. And I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The mere existence of the Vision Hunt Decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's attitude just doesn't seem to add up, and neither does the Shogun's.
Then you just have a chat then. Send a letter maybe. The Tenryou Commission's attitude doesn't add up. Is that right? In what way?
The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the fact that it has effectively caused a civil war. I suspect the Vision Hunt Decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. All I can say for certain is that as long as the Vision Hunt Decree remains in force, we will never give up our fight.
Just capture someone from the Tenryou Commission and start asking questions. If all you need is a mystery to be solved, you could attempt to actually have a discussion.
Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation facing Watatsumi Island and the Resistance, are you still willing to fight with us?
I'm willing to be sensible. Like, has anyone actually bothered trying to talk to them if they're confused about why anything is happening? It might be a really simple solution.
Good. Then here is your assignment. I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island
Why?
Special Operations Unit, Swordfish 2.
A captain? Like we're leading an army? Why are we so alright with this? And Paimon thinks this is a good idea.
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2? Is this the same Swordfish Special Ops unit that I'm thinking of? It's
Oh
hard
my
enough
God,
getting
he's
into a
hyping
Special Ops
us.
unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop. This is incredible.
This is silly, to be honest. It makes zero sense.
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe that with your wisdom, courage, and strength, you can lead your team to victory.
Wisdom? We haven't even spoken. Oh man. What's our wisdom? We're a silent protagonist.
Great! So when do we take up our post? The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest. Ronin have been causing trouble down there lately, and we need a special operations unit to eliminate them and stabilize the rear guard. I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once that's out of the way, please lead them in ridding the area of Ronin. The Special Ops unit comprises Watatsumi Island's elite soldiers. They can be a little rough around the edges, but I have every confidence that you will win their trust.
I don't need anyone's trust. I can single-handedly do everything.
What about me, Your Excellency? Any battles you need me to get involved in? I want to make a contribution to the Resistance too.
Of course. I'll arrange something and brief you shortly.
All right! One successful operation coming right up! You may have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish 2, but watch this space, because this guy's on his way up!
Christ. Is he even fighting for the right reasons?
Okay, sure. Well, be careful out there. Don't push yourself too hard. Well, Traveler, let's move out.
This is progressing way too quickly. Like, there is, like, no logical progression. And there's nothing to be earning for us to be treated this way in such a special manner. We're just gonna skip over that and just put me in important positions just because I'm the main character? Am I not gonna get that? Like, is the story not gonna place me in a position where I feel like I deserve it? I'm just gonna... whatever. Man, feels bad.
From now on, let's fight together.
Yep.
I'll admit, being promoted directly to captain is pretty amazing. But I'm not about to get left behind. I'll see you at the top someday soon.
Cool. Okay.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Well, is that a different way of saying that line? I think it sounds a bit different from before. It sounds more mature and more like it. It used to be a bit more fun and nonchalant about it, and with a bit of curiosity. She seemed to sound more serious, which was nice.
You want me on your team?
Hey. Didn't get really a look at this place. They never had a sort of establishing shot of it at all. I guess I should have looked on my way over. Where do all these people... I guess they must sleep out in the fields. Or in tents. Kinda pretty. It's not my thing. The gigantic crisp. Maybe we should have just gone round. Maybe. Or not. Well, since I'm this close, I may as well. This environment has a bunch of bubbles floating in it. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. I have a noble heart, so the world has opened itself to me. Okay. So we need to gain the trust of our troops, instead of just commanding them. Okay. Even though she said she didn't have a plan, all we have to do is make sure the rear guard remains intact. Provisions. Okay.
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance. Your reputation precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my doubts.
Yeah, no shit. Why should we deserve to be in our position?
About what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to lead us.
You mean, like, a duel?
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. But this time, we've got a better way.
Yeah, that would be way better.
We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us, we'll take that as a measure of your strength.
All right, let's show them what you're made of.
That's really boring. If that's all they want. Run from battling to battle to deciding. How to not just have a battle to decide it. I was trying to aim with Garnu.
Let's get down to business.
Everybody.
How's this? How's this?
Take this.
There's more.
Let's light it up.
There's more.
Go ahead.
The fairy.
I can see the updated
Finally,
weights change. They seem to just flop around
Okay. Seems like you
easier.
can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course, but still, your abilities are admirable. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. This is Yoshihisa, a fellow veteran of the team.
Let's just instantly make him a second in command then. Just so he can advise us, because we have no fucking clue what we're doing. We shouldn't be in this position. We should just be one of the grunts that is actually just the god grunt.
I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at the shallows on the east side of the island. That said, the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys mess up things at the rear.
Man. Okay. That was really anticlimactic for such an interesting looking area. Oh my god, that's far as hell. I was just thinking, for a war, and for the use of the word army, it sort of implies bigger numbers. I feel like we only ever fight like 4 people at a time, then like 4 more spawn in, and it seems really barren whenever they're supposed to be like a force fighting another force. Oh, I wasn't. Okay, let's continue.
Many of them.
That's not even all of them. They have 2 more camps nearby. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide backup or abandon them and escape on their own. But Captain, that would put you in great danger. If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough men to guard you. It's too risky.
Oh, who can? Honestly.
Yep, the Traveler eats amateurs like these for breakfast.
Yeah.
All right then. We'll deal with them all in one go and rendezvous with you on completion.
I'm more worried about spreading the fighting people too thin. Even though, because they're just normal. Like, we can do it all on our own. To be honest, it'd probably be better if we just stayed on our own doing it, and they captured people on the way so we deal with them later. See, this is what I mean. It's like 3 people. It's like, there's so many of them. It's like, is there? It's so jarring, and there's such a dissonance in, like, and with this peaceful music, we're right in the middle of a battle.
Let's get down to business.
Let's light it up.
Oh, they didn't come over very quickly. Oh. These guys seem to have more weight, though, which is nice.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Off we go.
Ow.
I'm ready. Everybody stand back.
That did not go well. Very good done.
Out of the way. Adventure time.
Oh, okay. He didn't seem to have any stance change to suggest he was going to do anything like that.
Fall before me.
I should put some food on to revive the traveler.
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.
Man, wherever. These people's pivot points are ridiculous. They're not facing the way their body suggests they're going to be moving towards.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you?
No.
Cool. Paimon wonders how everything is going with Kotoku and Yoshihisa. Should we go over and check on them?
Yeah.
Captain,
Captain, the other 2 camps have been cleared. The entire rearguard of Watatsumi Island is now secure.
Great! We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look after us, too. But what's next? Let's go back and check with
We
Kokumi.
defeated like 5 enemies.
finally we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at him until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the team first. Got it?
Oh, come on. You were just being a coward.
Hey, cut the attitude! These guys, honestly. Forget them. Let's go.
Okay. In the hurt, are you? I forgot what my thought earlier was. Yeah, no, there's just such massive dissonance in, like, wording it as, an army, and then it's just, like, 2 people were fighting. Just... Alright, now what's the plan? Now we actually need something to do.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly?
Yes, whatever. Yeah, I guess.
I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, I presume. But with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone from Watatsumi Island? You bet! We sure showed them who's boss! Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to prevent their resurgence. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. Let me see. Too soon for another promotion, I think. I could increase your pay.
We could just sort this out. I don't need more. You need to keep those resources to yourself anyway. Just distribute whatever you're gonna give me to everyone else. Even though that's probably tiny. Too soon for another promotion. We shouldn't have been promoted anyway. We went from barely in the army to captain.
I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes. Now, speaking of assignments, I have a special mission I'd like to give you.
Please.
A special mission?
Yeah, she wanted to discuss what we would do next, but we yet to discuss anything. She's just been telling us what to do constantly.
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there, often used as a transit point when transporting supplies. Recently, however, supplies stored there have started to go missing for no obvious reason. Stranger still, the Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. I'd like to task you with getting to the bottom of this. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to familiarize yourselves with the army, and also with Watatsumi Island. When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him, then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail for the islands.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay?
Yeah, this implies that Teppei's gonna live. We don't know.
He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
That's not our task. She just told us what to do. And who knows when he'll be done. There could be complications. We should do our own
Long time
thing.
no see.
Never mind.
So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone? Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veterans got a few leadership tips for you. Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally... wait. What was it? What was it?
Wow, where'd you learn all that, Teppei?
I read it in a novel from the Eye Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many dongo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Ha ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you. You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my very own Special Operations Unit.
This is worrying. This many promotions means there's a real lack of people, which is, well, obvious from the story. That there's a very few people, but that means the people resources are extremely few. And there is no one in any position of power. I wonder if it's just what happened, why there's such a turnover, or implied turnover, in my opinion. That they need to throw people into high positions and take more responsibility than they've earned.
It's a brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part.
Man, this guy... I'm not sure he is the right person for the job, which just... to be honest, just reinforces what I said.
Ah, everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies have really helped turn things around.
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course.
She
You're a
will?
recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
Wow, okay.
Captain,
Yeah.
a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon. You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're not careful.
On the double.
Ha! In your dreams, mister!
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you.
On the
I'm at
double.
the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
How long is he gonna boast? And, like, hype himself up?
Paimon's so surprised that Tepe's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard.
Or what I said. But yeah, also that could have been... Yeah, that can also be an option. Or he's an insurgent agent, the way I've been expecting him to be.
Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon War ruins.
Oh, back here. Ah, these are the Archon ruins. It does look like that old-timey type of abyss architecture. I'm excited to learn of the story of this place.
Let's get down to business.
Yes. Oh. I feel like it'd be simpler to just go to the place instead of grabbing a boat. Actually, it's sort of on the way anyway. Then I'd have to take the boat all the way around. Yeah, never mind. Mona, I need you. Oh, I don't. Kinda did.
This should be the place. But Sankanomiya was right. It doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
It went off. Maybe there's an order to them, or maybe it's raining. Okay, that one remained on. Oh, it didn't remain on.
The threads of your fate.
Yikes! A huge lava trail! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
Take this!
Come back, please.
Out of the way! Adventure time! I'm going in! By royal decree, wings of darkness!
This realm is no home for a princess.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Phew! Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Law Trail doing here in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. Also, the atmosphere here gives Paimon the creeps. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
This guy alright? They've, like, muted his tones.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
Tepe, don't you think
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
A Tarigami.
Urabashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Oh, the snake?
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Hey Mon, we've had this island since 2.0. Don't make it seem like it's new.
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Menkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today.
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors up to the surface. So this ancient god helps the people come up to the surface? Were they underground? And then they made Watatsumi Island? So he had followers of its, it had followers of its own.
Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too.
Yashiri Island was completely destroyed. I see. So, it's just not here anymore? Where was it?
Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun.
How does he know that? How does he know about the ambitions being in the visions? That was just a rumor, but we found that out because we touched a statue. We didn't tell him any of that. We're just helping with the fighting of the decree. I don't know if it's bad writing or if this guy's to be not trusted.
Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good. Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
Man, we've seen him from
He
being...
sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it.
Yeah, I can hardly believe it either. He went from being, in the space of like 20 minutes, he went from being normal to being placed on a mission, to being captain, to dying. I mean, to being sickly. What's even this pacing is so weird.
Let's report back to Kokomi.
Okay.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was. I didn't say anything, but it looked like Teppei's hair was graying. It wasn't just like toned down or like muted. It was just like turning white. I mean, their hair shows accelerated aging. They kind of look the same though. They just look sickly.
I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor.
Right. See?
Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
The Vision. Well, one of the fake ones. Is that what they're called? Fatui Delusion.
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
You didn't know that? Wait, did we just nod yes? We don't know that. It just means that it is stuff the Fatui uses.
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately.
Oh, they're just called delusions. Okay.
All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms...
So, this is just their way of, like, doping, I guess.
No! Surely he can't have... let's go check on him.
Yeah. Didn't we wait for our... for what they tell us to do? If we're part of an army, we can't just be making decisions.
Goro, let's go to the resistance camp ourselves. The use of delusions has to stop right away.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Couldn't
Oh
break
no.
the
They
curse.
goddamn fucking... Guess it's in character with Bennett's circumstances. I couldn't deploy because they started the scene.
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
Are you an idiot? If you've seen the way you look, why would you continue? Like, at some point you should stop.
Just a moment. Let me get up. Ugh. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's gone.
Shut up. You're so stupid, pretending he doesn't know what's going on when he's like this, and he looks like that.
Oh, right, yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
So he's addicted to the secret weapon? Well, I mean, at least from the last way he expressed his thoughts on, his need for it, but... So he just wants to help, but maybe he should have just helped when it was most vital, if he was willing to put himself through this. Tiny battles aren't really worth it. When did you start using it? Tell me about this weapon.
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people.
Man, you deserve this.
Said
You're
they were with our
incompetent.
supporters.
These people are incapable of not thinking the most naive way possible. Why is the music like this? Who chose to have this music? Just remove it. We're having a serious discussion. Everything feels so out of place so far. God. Okay, I'm just gonna stay quiet and let them do their thing.
They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference. Delusion. Oh God. Doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
I mean, I assume the answer is what we're answering with, not that I knew that. We don't really talk about that so far in the story. Don't pretend you didn't know. You were happy to do it. To get to this point, it's like easy to figure out what happened.
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread.
Just get a cup of coffee. You'll feel better.
At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, would you do something for me? When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together.
I feel like that line was specifically made for the male traveler and this male man, but I mean, I got no issue with what he's saying regardless.
What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
Tepe! Hey, where are you going? Hey!
Angie? Angie Traveler? Is there such a thing? Oh, okay. It's fine, I'm still in character. Standing next to you,
How's
Mia.
Tepe's
I mean,
condition? I have put out the order to cease all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Man, so the Fatouis just decided to destroy this side of the wall from the inside without anyone even coming, like, invading or anything. I say decided on it. I don't know. They don't seem to... They can't stand to gain because they're just a third party distributing free supplies. They're like, just continue with the war. And I guess that makes it useful to have a special weapon. So I guess they're standing to gain by losing this side of the war. But I wonder what their purpose is.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, It could well undo everything we have achieved so far.
I'm a pathetic
What are
army.
your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous.
It's not. I'm
The
good.
Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded.
I'm good.
It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice.
I see. So, Goro trial.
If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true.
That doesn't matter. They can't
Let
move
me
an
think.
entire factory. We're there for the factory, not for the Fatui.
I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Trevor must really have liked Tedpay. Huh. Really? We're going on an angered mission. This is so unusual. Man. Whoops, I forgot to turn it on. Outfit. Oh, okay. Search for the place where the illusions are being made. I think she said near the... Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, near the shore, but I was definitely gonna miss that. I was gonna look around the actual shoreline. Okay.
My experiment will succeed.
Whoa. What was that? What? These traps I'm missing?
Let's move. Get out of here! Shouldn't get careless.
Bellowing thunder!
You can't run! Have a load of this. Well, neither can I.
Animal test 6308. Enhanced animal. I'm going in!
it's one of these again.
Adventure time. Off we go.
Oh, okay. I don't assume anything will come of this because I can see what's around the other sides, but just in case. I think a destructible environment at this point in the game is a bit confusing. I wonder if I could get up there if I used Venti. Can I climb? No.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So
What?
much crystal marrow.
Let's see.
Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Honestly, I'm trying to figure out what Paimon's saying as well, but it's kind of tough to.
Looks like I went too far.
Can't really think whilst fighting.
Animal test 6308. Yeah.
Everybody stand back. You really know how to get me going.
Lightning slash.
This was well done.
Swirl, Mark 2.
Eh. I want the energy.
Adventure time. Off we go.
You need to hurry up.
Ah. Oh, I'm out of stamina.
This was well done.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
An unfortunate fault.
More advanced. And steal the resolve of the leadership on both sides to continue fighting. They want both sides to lose, so it's not that they're aiming to destroy the Wetsumi Island army. They want to whittle both sides. Full upon available. A work of 2nd Naval Lieutenant Nathan. I see. So someone called Nathan is working for them. Okay. I wonder if Nathan is actually their name, though. So the crystal marrow from the start of the game with the is being collected for the Fatui by being made to be collected for the Fatui. Can I just run through this? These intervals are so sparing that I might as well ignore them.
We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Adventure time.
Ah. Oh. Wait, what? What? How am I meant to wait for that? Not like that. Uh-oh. So you can't touch the purple mist. I'm confused. Okay.
We go.
Oh.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive!
Ow.
Animal test 6308.
I'll fulfill my duty. Stay right in time for a break yet.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong...
My research has failed.
people are in the wrong order.
Why do they never miss?
No slacking off. Don't be a killjoy.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Lightning flash!
This is gonna take a long
Get out
time.
of here. Teamwork is dreamwork.
That all you got? Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. We can't run. Let's end this quickly.
I'm going in.
Don't waste time. Looks like I went too far.
Get out of here. Out of the way.
Oh man, that's very little health.
Get out of here. Out of the way.
Absorption test.
Now this idiot must have a death wish.
Oh my god.
Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
A Harbinger will be here?
Stand clear. Absorption test. Swirl. Mark 2.
Let's move.
I'm going in.
Lightning flash. Animal test 6308.
Off we go. Get out of here.
Got you. Lightning flash.
Out of my sight. Teamwork is dreamwork.
I'm not ready to be fighting a Harbinger. Not with this team. I guess I did it to myself.
Off we go. Winter shall eventually.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
Scaramouche. Scaramouche. He's just a poor kid.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
And we already know that, though, from the Reconciling Stars event. I think that's what it was called.
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer, number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests.
Thanks for the evil guy-like explanation. Okay. So they make the Vision Hunt decree happen in some way. I assume they influence the Tenryo Commission to go along with the Raiden Shogun's plans. Well, they actually influencing the Raiden Shogun. Obviously it was in their best interests. I can't figure out in what way. Maybe they had a deal with the Shogun to give her Gnosis away? If she went along with this?
Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak.
Really? That's it? Just selling weapons after starting a war?
For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So the trade so the Fatui are getting paid in the fact that there is human lives being lost. Because they're just giving away these delusions. They're not, no one's buying them. Unless there's some secret black market that is buying them actually, but I'm still confused.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
It is a farce. Don't see what he means by funny side. And they are pretty incompetent. Yeah, he's not incompetent though.
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Can we purify it?
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh, you recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Took me all the way up the mountain? Jesus Christ. Also, is she, I assume she was just purifying that place. Otherwise, I don't know why she was actually there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Yeah, why aren't you being condescending as hell and making me hate you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Okay.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
I don't know what the word balladeer means, but just know it refers to Scaramouche. Scaramouche? I don't know how to say his name. How did you do it? How did you do anything?
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
Oh. Yeah, I guess because Paimon was awake the whole time.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no?
Didn't ask for help. I hope she didn't do it all for a favor.
Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
God, she keeps being such a cunt. Thank you ever so much. Inazuma.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army.
I mean, she was having trouble enforcing that though, so...
With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth.
So she's just not gonna answer how she took care of Scaramouche.
I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
The puppet.
Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being.
So there's an automated system controlling the The Raiden Shogun? But who she actually is sits meditating? Preserving her being. I don't know what euthymia means, though, so I can't figure out exactly the meaning of all of this.
Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
Spirit is susceptible to erosion. But it's not susceptible to erosion if it's inside a sword? I don't see how that makes a difference.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
So, the Raiden Shogun's name is A. I wonder what the name Baal refers to then. Huh.
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
I don't remember exactly what the problem was. It was just age, loss of purpose. Right? Or no?
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition.
What was the grand notion in comparison to her own definition? I don't know what her own definition is.
And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
Her eternity is defined by fear. You mean rooted in fear?
The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
Why? Why would defeating her shake her will? It just proves that we really are in the way of her need for eternity. So it would only make her try harder to get rid of us, surely. It wouldn't make her question things if we don't talk to her.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
Yeah, and having a little punch out. What?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Aren't we just doing the same thing as everyone, though? We just want to meet. I mean, we just don't want to stop her, but now we sort of have to because we agree with everyone. But unpredictable? We've been influenced by everyone. We're just going along with what they say and agreeing with their opinions. We've got nothing unique. Our decisions are mostly mostly following what we're told to do. They're like, not even half of our decisions are ours.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
If people have never been in there, how does she know that there's a place anywhere to go into? And that's where she is. Unless they've been in there and can tell each other, and then that can go around. Or she tells you, which apparently she shut herself away so she wouldn't be telling you. Maybe she told everyone just before she went in and then just hopped in.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
I didn't. That wasn't me, by the way. That was just they cut the scene short. Anti-Shogun training. I wish they'd increase the sensitivity on controller. It takes so long to look.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Okay.
What's stopping you? Not still traumatized from your last encounter, are you?
Man, she's got such a presumptuous attitude. It's extremely annoying to me. Yeah. Activate the final challenge. Start challenge. What's happening? Oh my god, I didn't know what was happening. Did I fail? Oh my god. Avoid being hit by finishing moves number of times.
Adventure time.
Huh. Okay. What? It's not got any... So I just need to survive being hit with iframes. Damn it.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
What is going on? There is no animation for this. Yeah, no shit, I failed. What? It's not making sense. Complete the anti-Shogun training. Okay.
Adventure time.
Oh, I just need to survive for a minute. Are you serious? Wait, I'm being hit just because I'm iframing? Oh, okay. So I need to completely not even be touched.
Adventure time.
Yeah, but this doesn't help me fight her, because I'll need to attack back, so I'll be hit by some of these.
Adventure time.
Oh my god, what do you want me to do there?
Everybody stand back.
Oh.
This is just my luck.
I was supposed to break the stuff around the edges. That's so stupid. What a dumb thing to add in. Like, what's that got to do with fighting Baal? And also, why can't I just talk to her? Why is everything to do with the punch-out? It's the least interesting method to solve a problem that's in her mind. We're not changing her mind, we're not having anything interesting to say. Can we skip the fighting and actually just have the discussion? Can I get over, please? Oh my god, I'm stuck in the water. Such a goddamn waste of health. I think I'm out of statue healing. Does she have those attacks? Are those ranged attacks? I can't tell if those are meant to be... what kind of attacks these are meant to be. Really? Oh. Oh, for... What did you want me to do? It wasn't possible to do that. Whatever. This is so stupid. It doesn't matter how much I practice. I feel like the challenge is broken. I'm just gonna go straight to the final one. I failed. How? Why is this telling me I failed? But the challenge is still going. What is this glitchy mess? These slashes kind of sound like hilly chills right at the end of their effect noise. Can't wait to die here. Oh, I wasn't. I was looking at. How did I fail? What the hell do you want? I didn't fail. How am I failing? How many times am I gonna experience the same broken glitch mess? It's so buggy. Isn't it? Am I dumb? Number of times hit 3 times. I guess I was hit. Oh, I guess right at the end I was hit by that number of times, maybe. Because I was thinking about. Oh my god. Like, you can't avoid that here. It happens so quickly, right at the center. I don't feel like this is giving me practice. Wow, this is really long. I can heal during the fight. I'm allowed to be hit during the fight. I don't understand why I'm being penalized.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
It's not possible. What did you want? What do you want? It's not possible. What do you want? This is dumb. Can I skip this part of the story? It's clearly broken. It can't be done. And the only reason it got done that one time was because the grass was burning. Is it damage based? Is that why I didn't take them out in one hit? Am I take them out in one hit with more damage? Can I skip, please?
What?
Shut up. Right, I'll just... There.
Stabilize.
Maybe the problem that they said that the Raiden Shogun solved that Zhongli was also having was his idea that maybe he will erode just like Age the Her did. But if he at least turns himself into a meditative... Fuck you. A meditative, like, person within his mind. Oh my god, fuck off. This is so stupid.
Careless. Solidify.
This is so unenjoyable and broken because it just... I don't think it can be completed.
Gather.
Really? Why can't I be hit 3 times? There's no explanation for that. Oh my god. I don't even think it's hitting me. I've been here for so long.
Solidify!
It's so long to reach the final stage. We're not trying to survive, we're trying to beat her. And just let me iframe the final hit, right? There isn't a restriction on how often I can be hit.
Stabilize!
This is just gonna give me, like, bad practice at actually fighting her. I'm just gonna have a weird tendency. She doesn't move like that. She's not a structure that opens.
For Rex Lapis!
Fuck off, I'm not doing it. There's something broken in the story. I'm gonna watch someone else's playthrough, and I'm gonna see how you're actually meant to do it. Like, there was nothing I could do. Ganyu wasn't able to destroy them. I had her ultimate going beforehand. I tried to iframe it so I wouldn't even take a hit with Hucha. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing it. Like, this is stupid. I'm not continuing. Alright, that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time.